So Tank Davis stops Hector Garcia in the 8th round in a very, very competitive fight. He stopped on the stool after getting hit with a huge left hand that almost sent him to the canvas. He was walking back to Tank's corner. This was a very, very competitive fight, followed for a great undercard. We've seen Demetrius Andrade return and absolutely dominate Damon Nicholson. He dropped him twice in that fight. Very good performance. Hopefully, he get the fights that he wants against David Benavidez versus Caliplant Winner or Charlo or Dave Romero, those type of fights. I saw Rashidi Ellis lose a questionable decision against Romain Villa. I thought that, Rashidi Ellis gave up that fight because he gave the last 4 rounds and he got knocked down the last 2. And, I don't think the dude won, but at the same time, this is what happens if you keep showboating, you don't take your opponent seriously, you keep letting your hands down, he's going to catch you. And this dude has 24 knockouts, so I'm not surprised he's able to hurt Rashidi Ellis multiple times. Then we see in the co-main, Boots versus some dude named Karen Chakavan. I don't know how to say his last name, but this dude was just running around all the ring. I think Boots needs to work on drawing more to the body and cutting the ring off. But at the same time, this dude he wasn't throwing no punches. Boots dominated the fight with his jab, his right hand, left hand's going down to the body. But back to this fight though with Tank. Tank, I was surprised that Ryan Garcia's cowardly lying behind did not come out to the ring like he said he was going to on Twitter. But we know how Ryan Garcia does. Tank, he wore Hector Garcia down slowly, in the the 8th round. He hurt him multiple times. Hector Garcia was taking a lot of big left hands, and I'm surprised that he was able to take these much punches. He was giving Tank a lot of problems by going to the body of Tank, hitting Tank with counter shots like the left hook, the right hand, occasionally the jab. Even the rounds Tank was winning, we was landing big shots. These were very close rounds. Hector Garcia, put up a good fight. There's no shame in not quitting on the stool but getting stopped. Obviously, like I told y'all, he just could not continue. But Tank had a lot of success in this fight, using that overhand left, using the jab, going down to the body, throwing combinations. He started to go from, round 3. It was a very, very competitive fight. Like I said, even the round Tank was winning. It was just, Hector Garcia would land a big left hand or right hook on him and make it even that close of a round. However, based on his performance, though, I'm not saying Tank is overrated. It just confirms my, thoughts that he cannot be Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson. Yes, he is a huge puncher, definitely 28 wins with now 26 KOs. But the thing is that Hector Garcia, he stood in the pocket with Tank a little too much. Every time Tank would hit him with a big left hand, he would stop momentarily. And I don't think that Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson are going to be there to let him get hit. I think that Haney will clinch him on the inside, use the jab, throw the right hand, which is, Tank is vulnerable considering a southpaw, and outbox Tank. However, Tank, he could possibly get him. But I think that Devin Haney is a better boxer than Tank, and the fact Tank is able to get hit with so many counters by Hector Garcia, Devin Haney, who was a master pure boxer himself, is going to be able to do the same. I definitely think that Shakur Stevenson will beat him down the worst, to be honest. The fact that Hector Garcia was able to land a lot of body shots on Tank, even though they weren't necessarily hurting Tank, they were making Tank think. And we've seen that, Shakur Stevenson is able to knock Robinson Stacey out with body shots. Okay, he's a very good body puncher, and he can box from the back foot and off the front foot. I think that he use his jab, go down to the body of Tank, tie Tank up when Tank tries to get on the inside. I hope Tank Davis can beat his case on February 16th. The case with his baby mother, it got resolved. She was lying and all that. I like to see Tank. He's a very good fighter. However, I don't think he has what it takes to beat the top opposition. Even with Frank Martin, Frank Martin is very fast. It's very calculated. Uses angles pretty well. He can give Tank a lot of problems in the ring. And to the fight with Ryan Garcia, I got Tank knocking out Garcia in about 7 rounds. What Ryan Garcia is the most dangerous is his size. The fact that he's 5'10", has a great left hook, and his physical attributes. That's the only reason I think he has a chance against Tank. But I can't wait to see the future holds for Tank. I hope it goes all well for him. This is Not Seen the Dream. Rocking his head as the next day to sleep. I'll holler at you with another one. Peace.